My name is Denise L. Head.
And my name is Gerald Head. Okay, well, wow, now that's an interesting question. Well, we've been married 9 years, but actually we met in 1990. So there's a 30-year relationship going on here. Well, interesting story is that when I first met this woman, I fell in love with her. First sight, you know.
Are we supposed to be telling all this?
I'm sorry. And then, well, you know, we started dating, doing things together, working out together. We had a relationship. I asked her to marry me, so we were together for like 2.5, almost 3 years.
This was in 1990.
From 1990 to 1993. And then she said, well, honey, I'm not ready to be married. I'm like, I thought she was the one.
I'm sorry, I always laugh. It's not funny, but it is.
So, okay, I said, okay. You know, swallow my pride. I said, okay. So, we broke up. 17 years go by. And then all of a sudden, she contacts me. She called my mom, actually, because she didn't have my number. My mom,
And I had not thought about him for 17 years. And then all of a sudden, he just dropped on my heart. And I thought, I wonder how he's doing. So I called him. I just knew everything I had prayed for, which I was single until 5 days before my 46th birthday. So I have been praying for a long time. And something within me, I knew that this was the guy, that this is your moment. I just knew it. It was no question, no doubt in my mind. It just everything, like I said, that I had prayed for so many years. It felt like God was saying, this is what you prayed for.
So when you're coming together, you got to look at the baggage that you bring into a relationship. How are you going to manage all of that, And I think the 17 years allowed both of us to mature spiritually, for me, financially, emotionally, and that helps.
I would say, make sure you know yourself and make sure that you really value and appreciate yourself. Because that was one of the things, and which was a blessing, because that I was even able to say, listen, I'm not ready to get married. Because I understood that there were some dynamics within me that wouldn't be healthy for that marriage. And also there were some things I wanted to experience before, I tied the knot with him. I had understood about myself that I had always lived with my parents. I never had responsibility.
Right.
I mean, I was 23, but I never had to pay bills or anything like that. I didn't even have to pay for a car note.
Yeah.
I was a little spoiled. And I understood that about myself after much prayer and much reflection. So that's what I would encourage single people, is to make sure you understand, like he said, what is the baggage that you're bringing? How do you function? What are the dynamics that trigger you, emotionally and, psychologically, is to know yourself and exercise self-love. I think people should vote for us because I believe that we have such a dynamic story.
Everyone always say that, wow, your story is so unique, it's so unique. And when people hear our story, they always tell us, oh, wow, that is so beautiful.
And encouraging.
And encouraging.
So.